D has won 16 consecutive home openers. That's the 5th longest streak in the FCS. That will be put to the test against preseason number 25 Montana as part of the Missouri Valley Football Conference and Big Sky Challenge. Thank you all for joining us today. We have a trio of defensive players along with head coach Bob Nielsen still to come, but we start with the offense. To my right, our senior quarterback Austin Simmons from Council Bluffs, Iowa, senior wide receiver Dakarai Allen from Largo, Florida, and junior lineman Mason Scheidegger from Fonda, Iowa.
John Taylor with the COYOTES Sports Network. Austin, year 2 for you entering as a starting quarterback. Some maybe growth and learning in year number 1. How does year 2 feel for you as you get ready for it, have started fall camp and prepare for the upcoming season?
Yeah, there's been a lot of growth this past off season, really through spring ball and now in the fall camp. Just really trying to get better each and every day, and hopefully that translates over to a better season this year.
Hey Mason, what sort of things is the offensive line been working on and looking to improve here during the offseason?
I think our first thing that we really focused on as we started fall camp was being able to identify the fronts and really get into the playbook and be able to mentally be a step above than we were last year. Now I think we've made huge strides with that, and now as we kind of get farther into fall camp, we're really working on the little things with our technique and stuff like that.
In terms of trying to improve the ground game, what sort of adjustments are you guys trying to make or looking to do differently?
I don't know if we're really doing anything differently. We're just focusing more on more physical run game and also pad level technique things as well.
Austin and Dakarai, if you could talk about Cody Case coming back and being healthy going into this season.
I mean, yeah, Cody Case is a big asset to our offense as well with his speed. He's just very quick and dangerous off the line. And I mean, for any DB, safety, corner, doesn't matter. It's going to be hard to guard him.
Yeah, a lot of good receivers on this team, and he's definitely one of them. And he's also very versatile. He can play in the slot, he can play outside. Speed allows him to do a lot of different things, so he's a good player to have.
Austin, was it pretty easy to quickly develop or rekindle any chemistry that you lost with him being out?
I think the chemistry all comes back pretty quick. Just takes maybe a couple practices here and there, but he's been around in the summer, so we've been throwing the ball in. So, yeah, same old there.
Austin, you mentioned growth in the offseason. What's the biggest thing you kind of focused on working on? That you learned last year that, hey, I need to improve on this, or this is working pretty well, and I'm going to focus on that. What kind of your main focus in the offseason, and what to improve and what to work on?
From a strictly just physical technique standpoint, there wasn't a ton that I really focused on there as much as just trying to always keep my cool out there and make the play, not really rush myself, and just always trying to make the right play. So I think quarterback is a lot more mental a lot of times than physical.
How much does one full year in this offensive system prepare you better for this year?
I think it helps a lot. Obviously, anytime you get experience in anything in life, really, you get better as you do it. So, one year under the belt, hopefully you can pick up at a higher level this year than I was last year.
Mason, your versatility is obviously one of your strong suits. You've played every position. Have you settled into one for this year?
As of now, I'm kind of definitely in the inside 3, either at guard or center, but we'll see as time goes on where they need me most. But wherever they need me, that's where I'll be.
There. Mason, where are you most comfortable on the line? Do you have a most comfortable spot on the line?
I'm probably most comfortable at center or guard. I haven't played tackle since my redshirt freshman year, so yeah, I'd say probably guard or center is where I'm most comfortable at.
Mason, what have you seen working against some of the defensive linemen and other guys on the defense so far?
Just overall improvement, especially with the new defensive system that's come in. I know there was times in the spring where you could say they struggled with just installing because that comes with it, but this fall it's been impressive how far they came.
It's actually very fun. I love the Missouri Valley. It's probably one of the hardest conferences I would say is out there in the FCS. And if I would even say college football. It's just it's fun going out there and having to compete every game. Like blowing people out by 60. Don't get me wrong, that's fun and all, but it's a good time going out there and fighting with your teammates too.